Well, shucks and tarnation, y'all. We're back at it again. Another 10 paces chill stream. Doing a little upkeep here around the parts. I'm going to be working on this, or redrawing this from last Monday. Uh, Dakota has ascended, as referenced by his picture there. Uh, his brain got big and he went to heaven. Everybody say goodbye, Dakota. Have fun in heaven. Yeah, I'm gonna try and, I don't know, try out a few things with this old pick because I like the concept. I don't like the execution so much. But that's art, baby. Pulling it off the screen here just because real estate is at a premium. Let's see. I have a couple ways I can think of going about this. Okay, let's just start off with some thumbnails here. I'm just going to draw it nice and small and try and get a good composition that way. So if
All right. Hello.
I do, hello,
There we go. Sorry. Got the.
welcome back.
Thank you. I think I have the mic properly hooked up now. It just slipped my mind before. So I'm going to check my
Sounds
settings.
good to me.
Once again, it does not want to. All right. Do I sound any different?
You sound closer.
Good. That's where I want to be. Close.
Ooh, right up on us. Give us a little ASMR. Give us a haircut and crinkle a bag.
Crinkle a bag. I'm going to chew on the bag.
Oh god, that's an immediate deal breaker for me.
Oh, good.
Like, I don't I don't even remember what caused it. I think ASMR was the theme of like a just one video of somebody I follow on YouTube. And so it auto linked to ASMR and I had fallen asleep to that video and the next one was a mukbang and I woke up wanting to die.
Apologies. Sorry. A little something. Did not mean to cough. Sorry, everybody. Is that the food thing?
Yeah. Where it's just the sounds of somebody eating.
Oh, no, thank you. I've heard the term. I was never 100%.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. And if it is your cup of tea, like, describe it to me. Like, what's the appeal?
I'd rather not. Actually, just don't describe that. Don't talk to me.
Well, I'm not telling them to describe the video I clearly hate to me, but like I want to understand where they're coming from because I don't get it. And I don't I'm trying not just to write people off as degenerates anymore.
About that, you're gonna have to.
Hmm.
Anyway, I know you explained yours. Mine's also a revisit, but I want to try to brush this up and make it a print.
Oh, cool. Now, are you thinking of having everything that's there, like, framed out in some way included in the print? Or just the
Uh,
Waluigi?
just the Waluigi part.
Gotcha.
Um, I could make the mushroom a sticker, as like a accompanying thing.
That'd be neat.
Yeah. 1 second. Apologies. I had a really hard time drinking water, it turns out.
Don't we all?
You know what? I think I might make it a sticker, but I want to keep everything else. Like I really like the Zipatone clouds down here and just everything else. It's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Grace was telling me that this would make a really good print, and I was convinced.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna copy this, make a, I don't know what Command B even does. 11 by 17 from the ground up. Oh wow, yeah, that was not enough size. Okay. So I think I saw from the corner of my eye when I was setting up that you're doing the merchant one again.
Yeah. I'm gonna take
Okay.
a stab at least until I get fed up and move on to something else. I don't know. It's a weird art day.
I know the feeling. Oh god, it actually almost, this one almost looks cooler without the black bars. I kind of wish I would have taken it off last time.
Oh, that's fun.
Inter- Yeah, so it looks like I'll have to add a bit more to it. You couldn't hear me drinking water, could you?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. Now that I know you hate those sounds, I was like, oh god, I hope. It's like I want to use it against you just on purpose.
Well, now I know you've got it, you know, in your holster for the showdowns.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so let's make sure he is. One, two, three, four, 5.5, right there. Okay. Got to line Mr. Y up here correctly. It's on this layer. Nothing.
Got
You
to
hate when you
change it
line
to be
things up
honest.
correctly?
Yeah, I want everything cattywampus, everything to
Hell
be
yeah.
wabi sabi. Where do I? Fortunately, with the pose he's originally in, like his feet are pretty prominent. But if I make this any more detailed, I do not want the feet to be that prominent.
You don't want to make it a whole feet thing?
Not unless somebody wants to pay extra.
Oh,
Nobody's paying at all, so
like certain things I have to do?
yeah, you hear that out there in Subland? You want the feet, pay up.
Lining that up. All right, so I have to move his legs over. They are off kilter. Actually, his whole body is. Question is, do I do the line work over, or do I just paint out all of the line work?
Ooh. Um, can you hide the line work for a sec? Ooh. It would be tempting to see you. Maybe if you just hide the line work and then kind of add new darks, do you think? But I don't know what your workflow typically is.
This one's going to be different than what I do no matter what. I think actually hiding just a bit of the line work will. I'm going to have to do a lot of this over, I think. And this is my rough. That's what this is. This is
Yeah,
the, yeah. So I think I'm going to start from the ground up. I'm just going to leave
because
the colors on while I do it for like guidance.
gotcha. Because I think like if you, it would look cool if you kind of went painterly and slowly added in your darks, and then just added some darkest darks here and there. But that's how I like to work, and I am a fiend of inefficiency.
I mean, actually a perfectly valid way to go about it.
Not when you're as slow as me.
Yeah, speed's all about repetition. We'll get there. I mean, shit, I haven't done anything on this today.
Yeah, I need to get back in the saddle, start doing some studies, and I don't know, find a better rhythm.
That's actually the last thing I have to do today is studies, so I get you.
Maybe I can find a place to hide at work where I can tuck away and study.
Honestly, such an invaluable thing when you can abuse that kind of stuff.
I can find some
I,
boxes and set up a cot in between them.
I'm committing my cardinal sin of taking way too much time on things I shouldn't be.
Like what?
The rough.
What do you mean by that? Like I may have misunderstood. You've decided this whole thing's the rough, or
Yeah, but like right now, I'm even getting fine details in on the rough just because I want to make sure I have it right. What halftone did I use for? Oh, the halftone's different sizes because my canvas is a different resolution and I upscaled it. Fuck.
oh yeah.
All
I
right.
really wish there were a better slider feature, like there is for a lot of the shape brushes, where you can adjust the size of the shape itself.
Oh wait, can I? No.
Not if you're in
Hardness,
clip.
texture. Some things do have particle size and density. It all depends on
Yeah,
who made the
exactly.
brush. You. It looks like these don't. I think it
No,
doesn't
I
because
I
that's
ran
just
into that
how.
issue on stream.
Yeah, that is just how Zipatone usually works, though. So I'm not shocked. But yeah, like right now, I really have no reason to be hammering in these details on the wah, but it's fine. I should do it just so I don't have these distracting little areas.
Something like this flip. Also, it's a day late, but everybody in chat wish Aaron a happy birthday.
Oh shit, did I miss it?
It was yesterday.
Oh fuck, I'll have to tell him. I actually didn't know when his birthday
Yeah.
was in general.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it was just a chill little thing. I swung by for a short bit after an appointment and watched some wrestling with him. It was cool.
Good.
Yeah. You been up to anything new?
Joe and I were trying to plot some conventions today. I'm starting getting back into my good artist habits because I also have been bad about that.
Neat. Any any locals you're looking at?
A lot of them, mostly ones from QuadCon. They have a bunch of locations here in Illinois and Iowa, and I think Arkansas. Maybe I don't know about the Arkansas one, but we're trying everywhere. But all
Yeah.
the bigger ones are already completely taken. Like Joe and I
Are
were
you
not prepared for like how quickly those things sell out.
are you looking specifically for Comic Cons or comic and anime?
I'm not sure how we would do it anime, but we're not opposed to it. I think we just wanna with anime we wanna test the waters a little bit before we commit to anything big. But we'd do it.
Yeah, I mean there are some smaller ones around here.
Yeah, we can chat about that sometime. I'd like to know. But yeah, we're down to give it a shot. Cause anime and comics overlap enough, especially if they're manga readers.
Mm-hmm. And I mean they're all just every convention is just a pop culture convention.
Right. I'm sure comic people already go there, and I've seen anime people at Comic Cons, so
Yeah, and it's the same way. I mean, Marvel's a super massive franchise, too big to quit. So speaking of, I still haven't stopped playing Marvel Snap. And I don't know why anymore.
I think
It was
I kicked it. Not that it was even something I intentionally had to do. I just kind of forgot to
yeah,
keep playing it.
like it's a lot of fun at first, but if you're not putting in the money to, uh, get the season passes, and even with the season pass, I don't see how new card influx is very good. So like I have cards, but there are certain cards I don't have, kind of critical cards I know about in order to make any kind of competent deck with them, and that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah,
And
they're. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's where the fun is making these new decks and kind of getting to play new styles because I don't want it to get too stale. But I only have like two semi coherent decks.
Yeah, their philosophy around how you get new cards and progress is, to me, extremely flawed, and kind of shows. It almost feels like a weird sense of arrogance that they've already done so well. I don't think they realize how quick they're about to fizzle out. Because like
Oh yeah.
other online card games, like Legends of Runeterra, the League of Legends card game, does such a good job. It has new sets at about the same rate as Magic. Every battle pass type thing they do, which is every release, they have a very generous free system for the PvP and PvE modes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you get a weekly vault where the more you play, the more it levels up, and you can redeem it for a bunch of cards and the wild cards to get any cards you want. Like Legends of Runeterra is a great free to play model.
That's cool. Yeah, I said it before, but like Riot has, for all their foibles, they have free to play locked down pretty solid.
All right, Travis, I'm gonna need you to look at stream for me. I want your
Because
opinion.
it's for you.
All right, so this is the before zoomed out and the
Hmm.
after zoomed in a tad for the new canvas size. What are you thinking between the two?
Can I see number one again?
All right, I keep toggling, but I'm gonna stay on the original for about 30 seconds
Okay.
and then zoom in a little bit. Chat, feel free to throw in your 2 cents as well. After all, this will be for the people.
Um, Zoom out one more time. I'm sorry.
No, 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 you're fine. You have to. Oh, sorry, it wasn't clicked in. Fuck.
I do like the zoomed out just because of the seraphim wings. Those feel so much stronger the more is visible.
Gotcha. And let me, while I have your attention one more time, I was also thinking of where are the colors for the wings. I was going to add in just for the composition, like foreground wings, little wings around, like just some feathers flying around, just to add a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't go too crazy. Like, I don't think that big
Uh,
one in the front. I
yeah,
think
too
that'll
big.
kind of detract. Yeah.
It was much bigger than I wanted with the brush. Like that would probably right
You
there is probably the biggest I would go.
gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, honestly, I'd say just kind of rely on like lighting effects more than anything. You don't want anything too heavy in the foreground just because there's a lot of smaller detail that kind of gets lost.
do you think include any wings, like even, or sorry, feathers, like even smaller ones, like falling in the background?
Um,
Because I know the top settled, like that is the composition on the top.
gotcha.
Aside from
Um,
giving him actual hands and making his overalls a little more correct, I'm not fucking with
oh,
anything
okay.
else. Oh, and his
Yeah,
hair
again
is
because
a
of
little
the
wild.
yeah, I'd say try some smaller feathers. Just kind of look, make them look like they're drifting down.
Man, that brush is so much bigger than the reticule. Like just very subtly, and I'm probably gonna push them into the background. Like
Yeah.
I, I should be doing. Uh, Let me get on it so I can get the color. Why are you not there? They'll probably be. Actually, that's too much contrast. They'll probably be like this, like a lot more subtle.
Hmm.
Or maybe I don't know. Now I'm wondering if I want the dead space because I do have noise here, here, and then there's.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it does frame out really well.
And the top is framed by the exact opposite, which is great. But I mean, it's his face. It's a focal point.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's just going to be like very little.
Yeah, I
I
think a
think
little
only
subtlety
attached to
would.
the wings. I think they're only going to be like right there, if anywhere.
Gotcha. Maybe have a few strays that are kind of falling into that red light,
Yeah, and then I'll
that underlight.
also
Yeah.
mask them with the red so
Yeah.
they fit in a little bit. Oh, actually, if I chroma key them to the background and just offset it slightly, that's going to look really cool. Thank you. Great suggestion.
Now, what do you mean by chroma key?
Or not chroma, sorry. Gradient map.
Oh, okay.
I don't I don't know why I said chroma key. Because that would essentially green screen it, which doesn't make sense for this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wasn't familiar with like the action. So,
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I always get wires crossed on chroma key and gradient map.
eh,
Okay.
it's technical stuff. It all kind of runs together at some point.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. I like that effect.
Yeah, I think it'll look cool.
Looking back at this, I'm proud of myself that I made the hat big enough to actually feel like a hat.
Oh yeah, it's
Um,
definitely cut to fit.
I need
Um,
to
I
paint his
will
hair a little.
say there is there's one glaring mistake.
Oh my god, is this real or are you fucking with me?
This is Waluigi, and one of his most prominent features is missing.
Oh my god, you were absolutely right. Holy dicks. My I'd be fixing it, but my
Just
clip
hang
studio
up
is
the
lagging.
towel, man. Like that's a career ender.
Sorry, dog's barking. What? Oh, it's stuck on the fucking guideline.
Oh, oof. Yeah, I'm not huge on uh, clip snapping and their guides and all that.
It can be useful, but it's typically just more annoying. There we go. My shame.
Perfect.
Honestly, shame on all three of us for not catching it in the challenge.
Oh, yeah. We were young, we were dumb,
We were never mind.
full of fucking cum.
No, bad. Bad Travis.
And if you do, I don't remember the rest of the lyrics.
I didn't know there were lyrics. Anyway. Um
Oh, it's MSI.
I'm gonna go do terrible things to my dog, like show him my love and support, but I don't know why he won't stop barking.
He's demanding love and support.
Oh my god, I have to go give it to him. Finally, whoever was outside came inside, so he stops fucking barking. That dog is a menace.
Where do I want this? Yeah, it's back. Out stuff.
What's that symbol? Oh, neat. Alright. Now I make a copy. We'll merge. Doing a bunch of layer BS.
Hmm.
Alright. But yeah, I haven't, man, still feel bad I didn't tell Erin happy birthday.
Oh, no worries.
I mean, I'm going to say something after the show, but actually, I'm going to do it right after I crop this so I don't forget. Okay. I just made this for reference if anybody's wondering why there's a second smaller one. I like to have it around so I can look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. It's nice to have a zoomed out or a shrunk or a zoomed out version so you don't get like too close in on it and lose sense of what's going on.
Yeah. I always have the opposite problem. Like, all of my stuff looks a lot better in thumbnail than it does at full size.
That's actually not that uncommon of a problem. All right, time for reference.
Just draw guy right here. Maybe right.
Let's get back into it. Except I didn't actually pick a reference. I just typed in Waluigi and left. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay, good. I was right. I was pretty sure when I gave him pointy ears, that was accurate.
Oh yeah, he's got those elf ears, those tinkle ears.
When you say it like that, gross. All right.
I just finished listening to a new podcast today.
What's it about?
Uh, Clothing and the fashion industry.
You lost me at clothing, but then you said fashion industry and kind of had me again.
Yeah, I figured that might be the case, just because it's not like I didn't think it'd be a huge, topic of interest for you. But this podcast is super cool. I say this for everybody just because it's like a kind of a historical societal look at how different things came about and the way different topics are broached. Like the episodes themselves are very bite size and there's just so much information packed into them. It's called Articles of Interest.
What a great name for it.
Yeah. It was produced by uh, PR, I think, but or maybe it was Radio Lab. I think it was Radio Lab, but it's just really well done, really well edited, and the reporter goes around and like interviews just all these really interesting people who are, you know, tied to the different topics in different ways. Um, Touches on punk culture. It's actually where I learned about Vivian Westwood and all that. Knew it was tied to Corella. Uh, Touches on like kind of modern day that like brand logo trend and uh, one of the more intriguing episodes was about why men's fashion became so drab and just so work oriented, and it kind of sucks.
Does not surprise me that it is not for the best reasons.
A big part of it was, uh, I don't know, fear of queer. After Oscar Wilde got tried for potentially, being suspected of being gay, and they used his, flamboyant fashion as like in that trial.
Jesus.
Yeah, but
I
no, it's
had
a
no
really
idea
cool
about
podcast,
it.
and
I didn't know about any of that Oscar Wilde stuff either. That's all like brand new info to me.
oh yeah, and this is all stuff like I listened to pretty much today. So like everyone should go give it a listen. It's super interesting. And also the person who made the podcast is much better at conveying the topics and points of interest than I am.
I mean, that's like describing any piece of media you like that you didn't make. So
Fair. I also started watching The Sopranos again.
Joe would be proud.
I've never watched it all the way through. Like I only got through season one, I think, the last time I gave it a go, and that was, oh Jesus, that was almost 4 years ago. So
Well,
definitely due for a rewatch, and wholehearted attempt at finishing.
yeah, I mean, I've never seen anything other than what I saw when I was with Joe.
It's just one of those ones like there's a lot of characters, and there's a lot of, I don't know, there's scenes with a lot of subtext and everything, so it's one you kind of want to pay attention to. So it's not something just to have on in the background.
And that's the way I was watching it. Ironically, that's exactly when Joe had it on.
In the background,
Yeah,
I guess if you've already seen it, like, it makes more sense. Has Joe like already seen it all?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. This was back when we were, worrying about college projects and stuff too.
Yeah, I think if I actually do get through this, I'm gonna actually watch Breaking Bad all the way through. There's another one I just kind of fell off on years ago.
Yeah, there was a certain point in the middle of it where I did the same thing. I feel like there's a really dry spot partway through that just makes it kind of hard to finish.
Yeah, I think I watched like 3.5 seasons of it too. But I mean, it's still touted as one of the best pieces of television there is.
Uh, I would argue that. I think it was just a good reminder that TV could be good at a time where a lot of it wasn't.
That's fair.
That's my personal take. But I also didn't watch it during like the middle of it all. Like I waited till it was done and like a few years over.
Gotcha. Man, to have to actually catch it and tune into everything sounds like a pain.
Yeah, I did the same thing with Game of Thrones, where like I just waited for it all to be over, pretty much ignored all of it during.
I will say there's something special about kind of being in the, kind of caught up in the community of it, in the hype.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Game of Thrones is one I. What was the last season? It was like season 6 or something. I don't know.
I think 7.
8 maybe,
Maybe it was 8.
but yeah, I think season 5 is when I caught up to everyone else. And I mean, by that time, I wasn't really hanging out with anybody who cared about it. So, but online, I got to see reactions and stuff.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay, never mind. I was making sure there wasn't drama upstairs. I mean, there is, but not anything I need to be concerned about. They're just talking about stuff.
Who dropped the spaghetti again?
I wish there was spaghetti. Eat that shit off the floor. I don't care. Give me that spaghetti.
You can make the spaghetti. Be the spaghetti boy.
Be a bit more angled.
I hate this. Stuff it in.
Get a little extra line work under the eyes for his blue eyeliner. God, I hate that like rough versus new where you're like, is it even better?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is.
it will be.
Yeah. For instance, I actually have his chin in this one, whereas in the other one you couldn't quite tell. I need to
Oh
find.
yeah.
Yeah. Like because of the angle, I have to imply it. I'm gonna have to do some color work because his chin's like his. This is his lip, and this is all chin.
Hmm.
I actually need to. Whoops. Whoops again. There we go. What? I'm on the eraser. Needed to pronounce it a bit more.
That's one.
Yeah, that was much better. Oh wait,
Fingers, man.
I guess I was using reference when I looked at it. I thought I had his overalls wrong. They are just all one solid color. And
Oh yeah.
no. Okay, sick.
Kind of dark blue.
Yeah, nice. I thought I had that messed up.
What do you think they were?
I thought there was like some deviation around the waist part. I don't know why.
You're thinking of Robbie Rotten.
That guy, yeah, that guy. I definitely know who you just referenced.
Uh, he is number one.
Okay. I mean, I believe you.
He's from Lazy Town. You know, arch enemy of
Uh,
Sporticus.
I mean, you might actually be right too. Now I have to commit the sin of finding Waluigi without his hat. Google doesn't even want to load it. It's offended with me.
I think you're only gonna find fan art. Wait, no. I guess in some of the sports games, he just wears like a headband.
Yep. In tennis, he actually has a hatless moment. Oh, he takes his hat off for like a victory thing.
Oh yeah, I think in some of them they just wear like visors, right?
Yeah, that, I also saw that. I'll have to figure out how I want to deal with this hair for now. I just need to get the dimensions all right.
Goblin. Big old thinky tips.
The name of my abandoned high school.
You went to Goblin Fingers High School.
No, I said my band in high school.
Oh, I thought you said abandoned high school.
I abandoned my Goblin Finger high school. New hit anime.
Gob, 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 Goblinfinger High School.
How do you know the anthem? What the fuck?
I listen to the Ramones deep cuts.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks fine. Actually, let's not fill that in because I don't know what I'm doing with the arms. Should I just do that on another layer? Hmm. Fuck it, I'll be fine. Man, we're both focus boys tonight, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I just feel kind of zoned, and I got mush mouth. In fact, I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. Keep him entertained.
Forgot the blood, the most important aspect. So it follows the form of the face. Last time, did I X? I wonder if I thought about that last time I did this. If I had it follow the form of the face intentionally? I guess I did. Can kind of have it well up in there too, but that's something I'll just do in color. Let's have it split here. It's all gonna be knocked out with color anyway. Yeah, there we go. I like this. Can kind of imply a little trail here. Maybe like just a droplet or two. Make it look like it stopped running down. Like kind of like a splatter effect.
Ooh, I'm back and I'm hydrated.
I'm happy about one of those things.
Oh ho ho ho! You want
Have
me to
fun.
be a desiccated husk?
I'm glad you knew which one it was. Okay. Let's figure out his shoulders.
You just want my stakes in the company, you, you rascal.
I mean, yes.
Being too precious with this, I just need to get sketchy.
Isn't that all we do here?
I don't know. We could stand to be little sketchier, a little more perverse,
Yeah.
a little less trustworthy.
Yeah, as long as it's not that one thing Aaron said that one time that really set me off. God, I hated that line.
Yeah, and just know if you ever make mouth sounds to sabotage me, I will throw that right back at you.
Fair. I think the one thing you said most that offended me on 10 Paces was when you said I wasn't a fan of card games, even in a joking manner. I'm like, whoa.
That
Hey,
is
now.
slander.
I mean, I was not okay with that.
Do you like card games on motorcycles?
Watch yourself. There we go. That's more dynamic.
There we go. Also more dynamic.
Quit copying me, motherfucker. I forgot how much Waluigi's arms really are just like noodles.
Oh yeah.
So like I actually don't need to add any real definition other than what I want to do artistically.
Got those long boy arms.
I mean, same.
I was gonna say, part of being a giant among men.
Uh Travis, what do you think? Palms open like he's ascending or palms away from camera like he's being lifted?
Um. Well, it depends on if you want to give him the power or if the power is being forced upon him by something higher status.
Let me feel like what's the original vibe? In the
Like
original,
is
it feels like he is being like it's being forced upon him. That's what it feels like.
okay, so the mushroom has the power here, not Waluigi.
Yeah. It feels like this is biblically accurate Waluigi. And I feel like the only way Waluigi would ever be biblically accurate is not by choice.
But there was that one time in Mario Party when he turned all the fish and loaves of bread into many.
Yes. How could I forget? Okay, I had to make sure this wasn't doing the overscan thing I hate. Uh-oh. It looks like it's starting to do the things it does right before that, though. Well, okay, maybe it was just a fluke. I just hear laughing and yelling from upstairs. I'm so curious what's been happening.
They're watching Saturday Night Live.
I mean, why are they laughing then?
Because it's like Church Lady or David S. Pumpkins.
Who? What?
Classic SNL bits.
Oh,
Starting to get
okay.
giggly just thinking about them. It's funny.
Yep, it's doing the stupid thing. Okay. We're time to test a theory live on stream. Everybody get excited for things you don't know or care about. Pretend you're excited for me.
Woo!
Thank,
Yeah!
thank
Let's
you.
see
Thank
it!
you. So we're gonna test a theory I have
Yeah!
with this pen. So there's something called hovering where my pen will activate too far away from my screen. And I have a theory that if I put in one of the nibs that quote unquote wasn't working, because how I've been fixing this problem is replacing the nibs. But if I just replace it, it may just work anyway.
I
Even
don't
though that
know
nib
if the
was
logic is sound behind that. It is just a piece of plastic.
Well, so far,
Like all the, what I understand, all the electronic bits are located like in the head itself and in
uh,
the
so
body of the pen.
it does seem to be working. And the reason I think that's the case is I don't think it's the nibs are actually having a problem. I think it has something to do with where the nib is placed in the pen. Is something's missing, like something's going wrong. So the simple act of taking a nib out and putting it back in might be fixing it.
Ah,
So next time
so
I'm gonna
where the
try.
nib's connecting with like the pressure sensitivity.
I think so. I think somewhere in the mechanics of the pen that's being a little fucky. So I think all I might have to do in the future is take the nib out and put it back in. It's my next little test. Because everybody comes here to watch me hypothesize about tech issues they can't physically see.
Oh yeah, I mean you're painting such a picture with words, though.
I mean, I don't paint for free. This is going to cost you.
Not even with words. You got those
No.
words for free, didn't you?
Oh my god, no. I did live for him, and that's a terrible price.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
And his arm's a little too beefy. I need you to look scraggly. You need to look like you've been through some shit, buddy. Oh, by the way, I don't know if it came up on stream, but Boltorb streams as well. Um,
Oh yeah. Uh, Smash. That
yeah,
that what
he
you
told me
stream?
he was gonna start another game. What the fuck was it though? Let me see if he's on right now. He mentioned he'd be doing a 24-hour. He isn't. I don't know. He mentioned another game specifically, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm not liking this. Why isn't that? That's why. It's you. I found the culprit, Travis,
What's that?
of why this arm wasn't looking, like, good to me.
Oh,
All right.
was I throwing off your perspective with my insight?
Yeah, it was your fault. I'm glad you realized. But no, I'm going to have to revisit the arms because I'm like, something's not right about them. Uh-oh. Is it doing the thing? Pen might not be fixed. Cannot be every nib doing this, though. The weird thing is it only seems to do this in clip. Ever.
I think I gotta deep clean this studio.
Do it.
There's like a, I don't know, something smells off. I hope it's not what I think it is.
Does this town smell like crime?
I had one of those moments when I left work the other day. Yesterday, actually. I walked out
Wonderful.
and it was raining and like getting dark, and it just reeked of fish and sewage.
Ew.
I'm like, this city stinks. You know, my red tie flat behind me, despite everything else being black and white. Yeah, I'm like, Swear to God, if I'm getting sick again.
Oh, no, is that what you're referring to?
No. I
Oh,
was
okay. Separate statement. Gotcha. Still bad.
I just very subtle smell, but if it gets
Oh, I'm.
worse, it makes me worried that there's a dead rodent of some sort somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I understand the concern now. That's bad. Reposition these rings so they're tilted just right. Oh, got a message from one of my uh bosses.
Do they need you in ASAP?
Nope.
Are they understaffed?
Nope.
Do they need you
Uh,
to
the,
work a double?
no, I finished what they've asked me to. They were just asking me how it's going.
Okay, I like this goblin a lot more. Give him a longer, more of an Usopp nose. Fangs.
Why not an
Goblin's
Aesop
got
nose?
fangs. Aesop nose. A nose
Hmm.
for storytelling.
So on this one, it won't come over. How does this ring feel off? It's too slim. That's why. Just cannot. All right. Now I'm making it too big. It was too small before. Travis, help! I can't do ovals.
Into ovals. All right, draw a perfect circle.
No.
Okay, draw a rectangle.
Let's do. I think that'll do. Thank you. Perfect rectangle helped. That was the key.
Yeah, you just gotta draw a rectangle and then fold it so the two short ends of the rectangle touch each other. And then just kind of shift it in 3D space so it's in perspective.
Make this ring smaller. Now it's a little more centered. I'm so curious to look back on this and see how much these changes have made or not made. I'm gonna have to redraw that ring. It's a little off.
Whenever you do finish, we'll have to do kind of a like a before and after makeover reveal.
Yeah, make a big show out of it. Actually, this might still work. I think it's still too small compared to the others.
Best posture I've ever given a goblin.
Shouldn't give the goblins posture, man. They're gonna abuse that.
Not for long.
Oof. Menacing comments.
I've played enough tabletop games to know that goblins ain't got it easy.
Yeah, I remember I had a newer player join my campaign once and didn't know that goblins weren't inherently evil in this world and immediately tried to kill one, and the rest of the party's just like, what the fuck? Because they were used to it.
Oh yeah,
So
you
it was
played.
interesting trying to explain to him, like, hey, I don't go by that, the traditional D&D, uh, morality thing.
Yeah, and I mean they are like I made a player character who did somehow survive in a world where goblins were adventure fodder.
The early level, just, oh, poor bastard.
Yeah.
The rings on a layer. We'll have to worry about that later. Assemble.
Who's targeting my Discord doorstep?
You getting spammed on Discord? What's happening?
Don't know. It's saying I got new, but what? Gonna mute the whole dang thing. How we doing out there, chat? It's almost weekend. Anybody got any fun weekend stuff?
Holy shit, it is Thursday.
There is. That's why we're streaming.
Yeah, sometimes it just God, it gets me. My day off is Tuesday, so
Ah,
it always feels weird.
any particular reason it's Tuesday?
That's when I watch shows with Grace.
Gotcha.
And they have convinced me to actually like take days off. Because, when you're freelance, anything and everything can become a project for money. So I found endless excuses
Right.
to work.
Got better work ethic than I do.
It sounds like it, but I need to be better. Life of a freelancer is fucking. Uh, I feel like one leg in front of the other is the better way to go with this pose. I don't want it to be too symmetrical now that I'm looking at it.
Hope it doesn't snow. Is it supposed to snow on this weekend?
Oh, Aaron, good, you're here. Happy birthday. I feel terrible I missed it yesterday. but it's on brand for me being a terrible person now. Rings are going to cover up all that shit anyway. Heard late Saturday, maybe? That's good to know. Sucks, but good to know.
Yeah.
It's a big deal to me. Okay. What do you think of new Waluigi?
I don't. I like the Waluigi I knew growing up, and any new interpretation of him is a catastrophe.
We get it. You're part of the right.
Yeah, I'm always right.
Oh my god. I'm gonna come. Um anyway. Go about this.
Round up. Give him a big thick neck.
Oh yeah.
Yo, girl, that neck is thick.
That's what I like to catcall with. I also like to catcall. I'm terrible.
I like to call the cats.
Travis.
I'm always out there like, pss, 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 pss.
Hmm. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this damn hat. I like the face. It's a face only a mother could love. Good. It's the only person who should love this abomination. And I hope that's why people want to buy it. For money. That wasn't clear. As we've established on 10 paces, that's all we really care about.
Aaron says, hey, girl, meow, you dig?
Hmm.
I find that if I go out to the alley, yeah, all I really need to do is like open up a can of tuna and they come running.
Struggling with this hat from this position. Because technically the first time I drew it, I didn't include the visor correctly. And now I'm wondering if I should just omit that.
The visor?
You know, the little like, or not the visor, the bill, sorry.
Uh, you mean omit it entirely, or
No, just like, I gotta figure out how this looks. I need to find a reference of like it from this angle, and that's gonna be kind of tough.
yeah? I do think it'd be still kind of tilted more towards his head. I mean, I guess it depends on how stiff you want it to come across.
True. Are you saying like it would be more blown back, like kind of like
Well, that's what I'm
that?
saying. Like, you got options. Like, if you want to come off as kind of a stiff or soft bill, I always picture them having kind of stiff bills. They're fine. Mushroom
Yeah.
Kingdom gents. They don't mess around when they go hat shopping.
Yeah, I feel like that structure needs to be there, but my original drawing didn't have that, so I'm trying to like figure out how to. I thought you were talking about the angle, but you're right. I don't have like the bill.
Because like I think with the energy of what's going on, if
Oh,
it
I
is a
see what you're
softer bill,
saying.
it's going to be blown back. But if it's a sturdier bill, it's going to be keeping the shape.
Yeah, because right now I have it like blown like back to a normal shape. Actually, I even have it blown out wrong. It would be concave more than it is even here.
Yeah.
And I need to put it higher than his head, like here-ish. Okay. Start from ground zero. Gotta do the bill first. Problems I'm making the back of the hat too stiff, actually.
I had more to talk about, but like I don't know. Something about the news over the past decade or so, I just haven't been keeping up.
I don't think this is what I'm gonna get right without solid reference. Difficult ass hat.
A couple more servers because I don't understand Discord's layout. Like, don't just give me a vague bleep bloop and then there's just a bunch of circles with smaller circles and
Yeah, you don't know
I have
which
no
one was
idea.
that bleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they need honestly a really simple thing they should do is have gray dots for notifications on muted servers or
Yeah.
channels. That would be a very simple fix I think a lot of people would appreciate.
Or if there were some kind of I don't know, it moves to the top of some list or I don't know.
Yeah,
Or
there's
if it
many
had like
options.
a notification drop down like every other social media.
Yeah. I was thinking of the laziest solution because I figured that's what they'd go for.
Oh, most definitely. Ernest, if I have any plans for the weekend, uh God, I hope not, because if I do, I've forgotten about them. So things have been that's how things have been. End statement. Okay. As far as I know, I don't. So if you're out there and you're listening and you're upset because I forgot, uh, too bad, so sad. I'm gonna miss the big event. Ah, dang. Is it the fishing tournament? What's the big event? Exactly the fishing tourney. Cheer. I saw something cool. I'm in a couple Colossal Con groups on Facebook, and there's a guy who collects Magikarp plushes. And so at the next Colossal Con, he's having a fishing tournament. So anyone who brings him a unique uh, Magikarp plush, he's going to judge them and hand out prizes. And he'll do trades and stuff. Colossal
That's
Con's really
cool.
cool because it's a bunch of just like it's mostly just community events. Like the community is driving that.
Nope, that looks bad. God damn it. All right. This is one
Like
of those things I gotta move on from.
the community like will decide a theme independent of whatever themes like the convention actually has. Like this past year, it was cow themed. I
Why don't
don't
you
know
tell
if
me?
there's a definitive theme this year, but I heard talk of last year of this next year being hot dads. Just go as dad. Oh yeah, I would. I would if I could. I don't know if I can. Well,
What if I
I mean,
could? Bitch.
if
Sorry.
I keep working this job, my hairline might just be where dad's is at.
I can't give that much of a booty. Too funny.
What?
I gave him a little bit of a booty, and I'm like, no, stop that.
Well, you know Waluigi's got cake.
He does, but from this angle, it's just silly.
Give him a little front butt.
Little front butt. Who am I to say no? There
I
we go.
mean,
Now that
Nintendo's
booty
always
looks
taken
pretty.
away. They're always taking away what we care about in these characters. It's our job as artists to, really compensate for that, to really bring back the booty in a big way. Show Nintendo what we really want. I want characters stacked like building blocks.
There we go. I feel like that's better. Man, it's really just that hat that's fucking. I know I keep talking about it, but god damn, it's got my number. Wait,
Does
is
it
that
call
the
you
master?
often?
Not as often as I'd like.
I see the problem. So it's got your number, and but
I'm lonely. All right.
never reaches out.
All right. I think I figured it out. I kept it the same, but made the end more Bill-like.
Dig it.
So I just wasn't finding another way to make this work. And it's not like I dislike the way it looks in the original, but I could tell it's this one edge. I gotta figure it out. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I know what's going on. And how to fix it. I'll do it later. I had the hat facing a little bit more towards center camera and less tilted. And the reason
Uh,
it was looking bad is I was trying to do both instead of actually just picking a direction.
yeah, it's a non-Euclidean hat.
All right. Let's actually have these rays come from the fucking eye.
Speaking of non-Euclidean, like I have stress dreams a lot, and it's always like I need to accomplish some task, but I can't do it. But recently I had a stress dream about working in a restaurant again,
I'm sorry.
and I haven't had those in a long time. It's
Why is it the fucking guy? Sorry.
I was just like trying to serve in a restaurant that's always changing shape and growing in size. It's it's one dream that always haunted me and then went away for a little bit. And now that it's back, I'm like, ooh, that's an omen.
Not a good one. Terrible one, in fact.
Oh yeah. You get stress dreams about work?
Uh, not lately. Very lucky in that regard.
You ever
Uh,
get stress dreams that manifest as working in the kitchen?
when I had dreams, very often.
You not dream anymore?
I remembered one dream in the past, like 5 or 6 months. It's very rare
Well,
for
maybe
me.
you're living the dream.
Well, I have been happier as of late.
That's good.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm happy to hear it. That means I can stop putting on the brakes and trying to make you miserable.
Well, that feeling didn't last long.
Oh yeah.
Eh,
You just get ready for what's coming, bud.
it's this line. Sorry, I'm currently measuring lines and ballparking. Does that look better? Still a bit off. Look at the schmuck being happy. I know. I'm a terrible 10 Maces partner, but does that look
We're gonna
correct?
steal your joy and capitalize off of it.
Why
The
aren't you? Oh,
American
because I'm on the
way.
dot pen. Okay. Pretty damn close. Just measuring gaps if you don't understand what I'm doing, by the way.
What are you using to do that?
I literally just drew a line between it on a new layer and then moved it over.
Oh, I didn't see the line in the window I was looking at. It was just up in
Yep.
the frame there. I see.
Yeah. So I need to move this one back in just a tiny bit. Oh, and let's thin the line down. Oops, wrong move. Okay. Very unconventional way to do it, but it works.
Yeah, I mean it's quick and easy because it doesn't have to be, you know, super accurate.
It was also the name of my band in high school.
Quick and easy.
Hmm.
It sounds like an '80s hair metal band.
It really does. Did I have, were the eyes just open? I feel like I can't tell if I want the eyes to not have pupils or have pupils. I feel like they shouldn't.
They do on the mushroom, don't they?
Uh,
And
ooh,
I
they
know this
do.
is kind of becoming an independent piece of the mushroom, but
You're right, but that means I either have to remove it from the mushroom or add it to Waluigi. You know what? I don't want them to have pupils because his face won't, and I think it'll draw too much attention away.
gotcha. Do they on the original piece?
No,
Okay.
and I really do want to keep the spirit of the original piece. I'm just roughing in where the eyes are gonna go now. Add some more. I'll worry about that a little bit later. It's also a big question of how much I do, when, where, why.
Do I decide what do I intend to find this time? I expected like any reaction to that.
Oh, I just don't know what you were doing.
Oh, it was Floop
Luke?
from Spy Kids.
Oh. I'm just.
As in, Floop is a madman, help us, save us.
Oh, God. I just was too zoned out. Sorry. I do know that quote. I was just like, huh? Sorry. As you've seen, I'm focused. I'm super, like, dialed into this because important to me right now. This is a piece I want to do well because I feel like this has potential to actually be a big seller. And the fact that it came from 10 pieces makes it just an extra little cool.
Yeah, so 10 Pesos gets a 10%, right?
No.
And then there's the ongoing royalties. Oh, and there's the management fee. Oh,
Aaron,
I
you
you
nuisance.
rat. For 1 point, I have to freestyle. All right, all right, all right, all right. Um, 10 paces in, I'm here on the track, riding saddle, and I won't look back. I'm coming downtown to the cloud.
Oh boy.
Gonna jump around and go to Ground Round. It's a place that I've heard of online. I've never been, but I'll do it all the time. Like this rhyme. It's hack. It's whack. Never look back. Um, Next time I see Aaron, I'm gonna give him a smack. That's all you get for 1 point. In fact, that was generous for 1 point.
Damn, I went to see if it was still there so I could use it. I even refreshed the page.
I swear to God, if that's still on here
No, no,
on
no. I just checked
Monday,
it. Oh, okay. It's gone already.
why I oughta.
He oughta. Oh, why is that off? The whole thing is.
I'm glad he got rid of it because he realized it was sabotaging our own channel.
Oh, absolutely. But if
It
anyone's
was
gonna kill this
creating
channel, it's gonna be
negative
us.
entertainment quality. Uh-oh. Are you
God,
looking
if
at
I
chat,
actually,
Dakota?
yeah, if I actually knew the flow of haiku, I'd attempt, but I just straight up don't.
575.
And it's syllables, right?
Yep.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna write it out to make sure I got the proper cadence.
Well, I'll fill while you write it.
Thank
Just
you.
let me know when
I've
you're
just
ready
got to
to
figure.
perform.
Yeah, I've only got one more.
My flow was super hot fire. Aw, thanks, man. That is something I'd love to get like any proficiency in. But the only way that happens is by doing it over and over. And I'm not just gonna. Well, I guess I could like freestyle in my car, build that vocabulary, and just the get into the mindset for it. Maybe I'll practice that instead of drawing, and then my drawing won't improve. But then that'll come up again on 10 paces a year from now, and I'll blow y'all out of the fucking water.
Oh, the feathers. That's what I forgot. Okay. Anyway, um, here you go, Aaron. Redeem dumb bullshit. Driven by newfound power, Aaron plagues the stream.
It's snowing on Mount Fuji.
Thank you. Yeah, the 2 5s were easy. The 7 tripped me up.
Oh yeah. I always look to the scene in Avatar: The Last Airbender when Sokka stumbles into haiku school.
Take this ring. Where are my rings? There. Needs to go down further.
I'm definitely making progress in this redraw. I definitely like
It's fine.
this view a lot better. Kind of a I don't know, one of those weird warping perspective ones. I've seen a lot of anime
Like a
and
fisheye?
manga splashes. Kinda, yeah. Like the top half of a fisheye almost.
Oh, yeah. I see. Where it's like an exponential warp.
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna quit being a coward, blend these
But
layers together,
in
fix.
hopes of my immune system holding up in any capacity, I think I'm gonna call it here. Anything you wanna do, say before we wrap it?
Um, Give me like just a minute to finish